here to have a little heart to heart with you guys, because what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to share, I guess, a part of me in a way that I hope connects you deeper to a part of you, and together we can all expand and live in this happy place of love. So that might sound a little bit creepy, but hopefully it sounds a little bit nice and warm. So basically, the whole reason I'm doing any of what I'm doing is basically because since I was 12 years old, I've been on this hunt, this search to inspire people to really live a full, energized, expanded, fabulous life. And whilst initially I thought I was going to do that through being the best tennis player in the world, over the journey, what I've learned is that it's not about me achieving something, or my purpose here is not about me becoming the best tennis player in the world, or having the best CrossFit gym in the world, or being the best CrossFit athlete in the world, or or any amount of money that I could possibly make. That's just not what it's about for me. What it's about for me is being in love with me. That sounds really funny, but I'm cool with it. Being myself, totally 100% me, in a way that is really inspiring, fun, playful. I want to really connect with people from a trustworthy and honest place. I want to shed all of the barriers. I want to shed all of my limiting beliefs. And I just really want to have a fabulous, magnificent experience of life. And that's what the journey has become for me. And that journey started out as me trying to be the best tennis player in the world, and evolved into me having a whole bunch of challenges on the way that have gotten me to this point. Now, this point is not the end game unless I die tomorrow. And if I die tomorrow, hopefully, I've really lived a fulfilling and inspiring life. Hopefully I've been really warm and compassionate and kind and loving, and someone that you guys can, really connect with and relate to, and all these beautiful things. I mean, this is how I want to be remembered, whether it's today, tomorrow, or hopefully when I'm 90 years old. Anyway, the challenges that I've faced along the journey have allowed me to grow into this person that I've become. And if I didn't face them, I wouldn't have overcome them, and I wouldn't have become what I am today. I trust that makes sense. So a lot of the things I had when I was playing tennis were physical injuries. So I had the rotator cuff overuse injury. I had golfer's elbow and tennis elbow on the outside, golfer's elbow in there. The humerus of my right arm apparently was wasting away. I fractured both my wrists. The right one got a cast, the left one was unidentified and caused me problems for 6 months. I tore my abdominal muscles because I did so many sit-ups every day wanting to get a six-pack that when I went to serve at tennis, I stretched it and tore it. I had a strained hip flexor. My knees were rolling out because the outside of my quad muscles was so strong compared to the inside one, so it was pulling my kneecap out. I had a whole bunch of things. I had shin splints. I had hip flexor strain. My upper back, it used to spasm like every 3 months. So when your upper back spasms, everything gets tight like this and you can't rotate. So then you can imagine how hard that is going to try and play a tournament where everything you do is upper body rotation. Just basically half the time I couldn't do it, or I'd be trying to convince my mum to give me a massage and put deep heat in it, and nothing really freed it up. So a lot of my education and wisdom in caring for the body has been through the injuries that I've overcome. Light bulb moment. Don't be afraid of injuries. Use them as an opportunity to become better, not as something to shy away from. This is why I'm so grateful for the injuries I've had, because they've allowed me to have a greater awareness of my own body and how to manage and care for it. They are a pathway for me to go and seek new knowledge to be able to not only help myself, but then help others. Not that I'm calling out for like, please give me more injuries, but I'm grateful for the ones that I've had, and I want to proactively seek to become better at managing my own body, even when I'm not injured. Like, that just makes sense, right? Keep learning, keep on the edge of learning and becoming. The mindset stuff, a lot of that has stemmed from the time that I was off injured. I had so little time that I was actually able to play tennis from the age of 14 to 19, with 2.5 years in total injured. I actually analyzed the fuck out of everything. How many wins I'd had, how many losses I'd had, what tournaments I was going to play, where I was going to play them, who I needed to beat, how many ranking points I needed to have to be in top positions of rankings. I overanalyzed the hell out of everything. And one of the other things I overanalyzed the hell out of, which I told you, was those 2.5 years off playing tennis. It's amazing. They say that it takes 10 years to become a professional athlete. 10 years or 10,000 hours. Well, I was mathing out my hours. And whilst I wasn't going to get the court time, I made sure that I was getting the physical conditioning. And I also made sure that even though I was missing out on the tennis hours, I wanted to make up for it in mental hours, in mindset strength. So I went down that path. I started reading lots of books. I started going to the library and reading about philosophy and mindset and visualization and athletic performance and meditation. And fortunately, my dad, when I was quite young, he bought the Anthony Robbins 7 Days of Personal Power or something like that. And we got 14 days worth of DVDs because we got 7 days of bonus ones. And it was just a really great 14-day intense program that allowed me to connect with things about myself that I didn't even know was missing or a problem. So I started connecting with really what I was here for. What was a fulfilling life? Rather than just playing tennis to be the best, so maybe one day in 10 years I could be happy, it was like, what do I really love about me right now? What do I really want my life to look like? It was about appreciating more, being awake in my journey of life, so that it was much more fulfilling and enjoyable. And what I learned throughout this process, I can't put into a short video, but one of the most extraordinary things was just a greater awareness of what really mattered to me. Now, early on, I did struggle with personal development because I made all of my personal development about how could I become a better athlete. So I made it all about results. So I was kind of forging or making up a lot of bullshit answers that made it sound good, trying to convince myself in my head that that was what would help me to become a professional athlete. And I don't think I ever really got any personal growth and shed any layers until I was willing to just do it for me, just really be honest with myself about how I wanted to live my life, what it wanted to look like, who I needed to be to have my ideal partner, who I needed to be to have a really fulfilling, enjoyable life. So anyway, through that journey, it led me to the Coaching Institute after being a personal trainer for a while. So I was a personal trainer for 3 years, had a little bit of success with it, had a few clients, a few that you'll know today, and that rave about the journey that we had together. And I'm really grateful for that time we had, but it was really not until I stepped into this space in Altona at 3018 where I guess I stepped out of my own personal limits in a lot of ways and stepped into a life where I really backed myself. And it was a turning point. There was a turning point when I became a personal trainer where I cried on Jill's shoulder and basically said, I may go broke, I may not make any money, but if I'm ever going to be happy, I need to do what I love. And I think it's down this journey of personal training. Will you please support me? It's $280 a week, and I don't know if I'll make it back. I don't know if I'll make any money. I might just spend everything we've got. So that was quite a hard conversation that we had, and that it was that first level of me really backing myself. I didn't really have to make any more steps in that journey until I decided that I wanted to move out into a factory. And then from spending $280 a week to then $600 a week, to hopefully make some money doing CrossFit, coaching CrossFit, building a business. And it wasn't really until that first year was done where we'd spent more money than I'd ever made in 2 years on expenses and walked away with $3,000 at the end of the year, that I really learned that, one, this is the most fucking inspiring, exciting, me kind of journey that I want for my life. This is how I want to live my life. And two, I'm never ever going to be able to live this life unless I make some fucking money and really actually help people. Because if I'm just making money, people are going to come and go. But if I'm really making a difference, then I'm going to be supported in doing what I want to do and what I love doing. And I'm also going to really make a difference in people's lives, which is going to, I guess, bring about a lifetime of being able to give this gift of health and fitness and mindset. So if you're still with me through this part of the video, thank you. This is really me being as raw as I can be. And I know that you feel this energy from me just being with me anyway. So I'm not sharing anything energetically that you don't already know about me. I'm just putting some words and some context to it. I know that you can feel my passion and my love for this. So a lot of what I've gotten over has been a lot of limiting beliefs. In tennis, I had to shed the belief that I wasn't good enough. After putting players on a pedestal so often, whenever I would come up against them, I would lose to them. And I didn't work this out, unfortunately, until I gave up tennis. I also had this belief as I started out in business that I wasn't worth basically any money. So for a long time, I charged people no money to train with me, and started going broke pretty quickly. Part of the reason why the Your Success Mindset program that I'm about to release has not already been released is because I didn't think I was worth being listened to, or I didn't think I was the person that was really successful or inspiring enough to be standing in front of you guys, helping you to get your success, helping you to live a fulfilling life. And it wasn't until I had a chat with Alira the other day where the penny kind of dropped that I was really living the life that I wanted to. I was really doing and being someone who lives with integrity and loves what they do, and someone who's becoming successful in life in ways that really matter to me, which is what I believe a successful life is. So the time right now is the time that we deliver this Your Success program. And the Your Success program is something that I've been a part of for the last 12 months. And I was involved with the Coaching Institute studying neuro-linguistic program, a lot of mindset stuff, and learning how to be a life coach. So also it was Sharon Pearson's Metadynamics program. And, you know, through that journey into doing the Your Success program, I've picked up a lot of tools. It's allowed me to connect all of these learnings towards living a fulfilling life rather than my personal development journey before, which was about trying to become the best tennis player in the world. And really, they're totally different. And what I want to give to you is a really loving, a really safe place for you to be who you need to be. And I want to give you workshops. Let me try this again. What I want to do is I basically want to give you the opportunity to do Sharon Pearson's online program, which is 12 levels of personal development, which I did last year. And I want to give you the opportunity to do them yourself and also have me once a month or once a fortnight to facilitate workshops, conversations, discussions, accountability around those exercises. Because really what I've identified with myself and what I've heard from a lot of people is we read a book and we have so many aha moments whilst we're reading the book, but we're so committed to getting to the next chapter or to the end of the book that nothing ends up getting done, or we either read it until we finish it and we put it down, or we read until we get to the next chapter and we go to sleep, but there's no actual action that happens. There's no accountability. So my understanding or my definition of what learning is my definition of learning is actually taking in the wisdom, being able to communicate it to someone else, and then doing something with it. And what I'm allowing you to do through this is you're going to learn from the Your Success modules and get all the coaching from Sharon Pearson, who's worth $30,000 a day. I did the course at the Coaching Institute, which was $15,000. So my first year of business, we made $3,000. And that same year, we had $100,000 or some shit of expenses and $15,000 to the Coaching Institute. Really good year. The accountant was happy. The reason I'm telling you this is because this program is worth $997, and that is just literally a drop in the ocean compared to all the money that you can spend on personal development books and programs and not do anything with them. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the opportunity for people to buy the program for $997, which is the same price you would get it through the Coaching Institute. You buy that program through the ambassador link that I have, and then basically for free, I'm going to do workshops with you on every single level and guide you through them and understand where you're at with all of the learnings. And what you're also going to get is you're going to get a free ticket to Sharon Pearson's event on Your Success, which is worth $2,000. You're going to get a free ticket to that weekend. So that's Saturday and Sunday, whatever weekend it is, you'll be going along to that. I don't even really need to justify this. There's just so much value. And I don't know if I said it earlier or not, but the journey of self is often the journey that's left till the end of life rather than taken care of right now. And I feel like that's what I've done, is I've taken that journey in my hands, and that's the journey I want you guys to have. You know, most people go to school, go to university, get a job, and then hopefully somewhere down the track take care of themselves. I'm inviting you to take a journey of self-discovery, and I think this is going to really help with a whole bunch of things: enjoyment, fulfillment, a sense of purpose, a sense of love, a sense of connection to really who you are and what matters to you. Through really knowing who you are and what matters to you, and defining and understanding the values that you appreciate in people, allows you to attract those people to you and create a network of people around you that you love. It allows you to be aware of really how you want to experience your life. And when you know how you want to experience life, you attract those experiences to you more. When you can identify with some of the limits that are holding you back, the beliefs, the stories that you keep telling yourself, the thoughts that are on replay. When you can connect with those, you can start to change them, and life really changes with you on that journey. So I'm really excited, and I know that I've put some content out already, just with the Your Success post on Facebook. This is going to be the first video. Some more info is going to be released on the website. There's going to be some videos on the website of Sharon Pearson delivering some magic. I've had the benefit of enjoying her magic for the last 3 years. So I know you're gonna love that stuff. And you know, it's her, it's John Azaraf, it's John DeMartini. There's so much value in this program. I just really want our team to not just love the CrossFit journey, but to not just love that 1 hour that you're in the gym. I know for a lot of you that's the best hour of your life, best hour of your day, and I hope it is. Like, that's what I aim to deliver for you guys, is for that to be the best hour of your day. And I'd really love for the 16 hours, 20 hours that you're awake to be the best hours of your life. So, you know, that's what we're aiming for. That's my end game. Love you guys. I'm going to keep delivering. And those of you that are on the boat, just say, yes, I'm in. Get off the fucking fence. That's where the splinters are. That's what Sharon Pearson says. Like, just get in there and go for it, because it's through movement that we change. It's through movement that we develop. It's sitting on our ass in a room you know, staring at the fucking wall that nothing happens. Okay? Love you guys. Bye.